This is the Dirty Dozen final week. There's 7 days left in the month. Today being day 1 of the week. It's been a lot of fun. Would you agree?
This is I don't want to go back. I want a Dirty Dozen every month. This has been so refreshing, so revitalizing, renewing even.
Right.
It's like I don't wake up sure, first world problems, but you wake up with 1,000 games around you and you're like, what do I play?
Right.
Now I don't even need to do that anymore.
This is Popo and Duck on the line. My buddy, who's been the only other one who's been brave enough to take on the Dirty Dozen with me. I have spread this around to people, especially here and there, and I get deadpan looks of like they have no idea what I'm talking about. It makes no sense to them. They could never do it.
The biggest one I get is, what the hell's wrong with you?
Usually they say they couldn't handle it. They don't throw it on me, or they said I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What, wait, you spent all this money and all this time on all these video games, and now you're going to play 12 essentially budget NES titles?
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? All of them except Solstice are pretty good games.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to really. I really wouldn't bad talk Solstice too much. It's just extremely challenging. But
I'm just just lost.
You've played it more than I have.
Yeah, it's baffling how easy it is to just get lost.
In that? Oh, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it looks terrible.
And I'm not drawing out another extremely detailed map that I'm going to save the rest of my life. This map for Legacy of the Wizard is getting framed.
Yeah, laminated. Right. Right. Excellent. Put it on your mantle. I'd really like to dig in with Ultima, too. But that's the thing but despite this being an entire month, there are games we barely scratch the surface on.
No one said this has to stop on February 28th.
Right.
I'll go dirty one game a month till 2020, baby.
Hey, there you go. There you go, baby. I love it. I'm ready for anything. Although I've already moved on to a separate challenge, which I'll talk to you about afterward. I came up with something today, which is
I like that.
I think is amazing. But I'll talk to you about it afterward. For now, let's try and stay on topic here and start with the first video here, which is me in Cobra Triangle. This is me obtaining the high score, the current high score running, which is 778,200, and basically it's just the last 2 levels that I'm on. The final level that I die on is kind of a snoozer, which is the calling it up here, which is the bombs, but the race to the finish you're about to see here, I think, is a pretty good performance. So let me call it up here. This is Cobra Triangle. Watch. And put it there. This is going to be picture and picture and picture and picture. All right. Can you guys see that okay?
Streamception. Okay, you're pumped and ready to rock, bud.
I wonder if I can open this anymore. No, I don't. How's that look? Does that look bad or no?
I think you can oh, there we go.
Does that look okay?
I'm still like 4 seconds behind.
Okay. Does it look all right the way it is now?
It looks like you could move the source over a little to your left to get the full screen of the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Okay. Yes. How about this?
Oh, look, we got another captain in our midst.
Is it Captain Content? Oh, Max, how the hell are you?
Give me all your fucking money. Whoops, pardon my language.
And remember, Give me your money. And always, I like to say it like he's finishing a PSA or like he's wrapping up a Christmas special. And always remember, give me your money. Love him. How are you, Max? Nice to see you, buddy. Is this where they give the free money? Yeah. We'll give the free money at the end of the special here, everybody. All right.
Give me all your money.
Give me your money. Okay. Oh, Max had a great show last night. It was awesome. All right. It was full of self-doubt. It was great. I loved it. All right. Yeah, so this is me. This was last weekend, I think. Playing, I
can't remember.
Just a few days ago. I think it might have been Monday or something. Anyway, here we go. Me playing Cobra Triangle. So look at this. This looks like it's going to be icebergs, but look at what happens. Look a little off here, Bobo?
Are you getting shot by the, Now you're getting messed up by logs, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but what's interesting here is it's iceberg land, but there's logs.
Well, it's like a purple river.
Wait, you think I didn't know what I was doing?
No, I don't think you know what you're doing. Rarely think that.
Raz, you're an idiot.
Yep, I know. Yeah, that I'd never encountered that race to the finish before, and I gotta tell you, it's 10,000 times easier than the iceberg.
I'm gonna mess this one up.
So I think that may be the way to crack the code to beating this game, to be honest.
Oh, are you saying the first level go right instead of go left?
I mean, it could be. I'm not really sure, but I clearly did something I usually don't do. Because that was level 20. That was level 20. This is level 21. And usually it's usually this right after the race. So yeah, I must have gone a different way than usual. And as a result,
I'm not gonna have time for this.
Found a totally different race at the finish. Makes you wonder, like, and it leads me to believe if that's the case with the third race to the finish, could you, in theory, race to the finish and in a certain pattern so that you could avoid the iceberg race entirely? Like never have to do the icebergs?
So what you're saying there is I'm now going to have to create some sort of spreadsheet by hand where I then map all the... So you're saying I need a Cobra Triangle map. Cobra Triangle's getting beaten by one of us this month. It has to happen. Well, there's too much pressure.
I mean, this is your time, man. Honestly, this is going to be rough for me because the next week I'm extremely busy. I will be out of town starting tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, Saturday. I might be able to stream Sunday night if I've got it in me. And then as for the weekdays, I'll be able to stream here and there, but then I have the voyage to prepare for on Thursday. So that means I won't be able to play the last day because I'll be doing the voyage. And anything I can fit in Monday through Wednesday, I'll fit in. So yeah, I don't know. If anyone's going to make some huge strides here, I think it'll be you this week. We'll see how things go.
I mean, right now, my mistress is Legacy of the Wizard. I can't stop. I can't get away from it. I'm making so much progress. But if you turn your head away from it, she's like Pinbot. She'll throw you under the bus.
Yeah, because you'll probably end up forgetting, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I understand. Well, this was the intention of this was just to have fun and leisurely play through 12 games. Now it's almost turned into kind of a strategy game to see who can get to the most at the end of the month. So it's weird. Looking for the easy ends to advance.
About the dozen you said was we need to get to know each and every pixel of some of these games. And some of these games are forcing you to do that.
Yeah.
And That's just something I never thought. Dude, can we give this guy some doubloons real quick? I mean,
he said yesterday was romantic. Yes, it was. It was very romantic. Yes. Jessica's in here. Hi, Jessica. At Wave Race 64, not quite. No, this were a little bit. He showed me his N64 collection one morning.
oh,
Yeah, which is interesting because he's in Spain, so obviously all the label variants were,
interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. I basically had to beg him to, but he did it. It was fun. Is somebody subbing over here? Reptar77. Hi. Wow, it's been a long time. Reptar77, I haven't heard him talk in months easily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you've been enjoying the broadcast. They will continue. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that, Reptar. Nice to see you. Really nice to see you. Not sure if you've been...
Huzzah for the tipper.
Huzzah for the tipper. Yeah, hold on a second. Where's my indoor bell? Huzzah for the tipper.
Yeah, ring that bell, you beggar.
I put it up to my ear like it's dainty.
You're welcome,
it's
Cap.
not. Oh, man. Ouchie.
Huzzah for the tipper.
Huzzah for the tipper. Biz, nice to see you.
I drank from that bell.
From that one? I bet you have. I wouldn't put it past you. All right. So next here, let's see what Popo has going on with his playthrough. I mean, more like, I don't know about playthrough, but, at least getting on the board and trying to discover Fester's Quest. And this is a game you were pretty familiar with initially. Is that correct?
Oh, for sure, yeah. But this is one of those games that you get one life to go through the whole game. And if you lose, in Robin Hood, it's just like Robin Hood. Even on the last battle, you're gone. Game over. Oh, it sucked.
Right. Well, I will. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because even in the hey, quiet you. In the hey, quiet you. In the commercial. In the it's off. Oh, that I went to your channel and did that. Okay, that's why. That should be under videos here.
There we go. Even in the commercial.
Yeah, even in the commercial, they say this game is extremely difficult. They say, can you handle it? That kind of thing. All right, and these are under all videos. Where are these under, buddy?
Let's go to
highlights. Final week.
Twitch.
I see them.
Click on videos.
Okay.
Final week number 1.
Got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Let's see final week number 2. Here's final week number 1. Okay, great. But it's a pretty awesome addition to the Dirty Dozen. The little I played, I enjoyed. It's like the free roam game. It's the one you can kind of pop in and try to explore a little bit.
People akin it to Blaster Master, which I'll allow, even though there's no adorable car you can get in and out of. It feels a lot like Blaster Master.
As someone who played a lot of Blaster Master and no Fester's Quest, I totally agree. The music's there, the gameplay's there, the sound effects is there. Very much like Blaster Master's little cousin. So here's Popo. Let's check him out as he gets himself on the board by defeating the first boss in Fester's Quest.
This is the real deal.
Real deal.
The real meal. The real meal. Reptar has some very kind words for you, bud.
I may be covering you up, so let me get myself out of there.
You're also covering up a little. You can scoot the game over a little bit. How adorable and handsome I am. Really,
left to the right or to the right or to the left? Do you mean scoot the game over?
To the right a little bit.
Because I'm about to go full.
I'm sorry. To the left. To the left. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
To the left. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Funny the way I'm doing it, I actually can't see I'm going full screen, so when I'm full screen, I'm basically blinded.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why I'm not really sure where I need to frame it. So frame good now?
The frame could be moved a little bit more to the left
All right.
if we're going to get all game.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Thank you. Okay. How about now?
Let's see it full screen. I think you're going to be pretty dang close, if not perfect. That's good enough.
All right. Let's go with it. Can we not see you in this? We can't see you. Let's make this smaller. Let's transform it. Transform. Hit the screen. How's it look now?
Yeah, that looks great.
Great. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure we can see you too.
Well, no, you can't see me, but you can't. Your full game footage, which I think is important.
All right.
But if you're wanting my face, you can scoot it over. But the game is
good. Well, I want to
needed.
scoot you over. People want to see you. We love you. There we go. How about if we do that? How about that? Can we see your beautiful
Hey, that
face
looks
now?
great. That looks great.
Great. All right, there we go. Let's do it. This is once again Popo doing the first boss in Fester's Quest.
All right. This is the real deal.
Real deal. When he says real deal, look at him shaking it off. Is this really?
This was not my first. This was not my first attempt.
Yeah, is this really that challenging? I can't believe it. I mean, it's the first boss.
Or my second or third attempt, and when you lose, you have to start all the way back over, and it's just.
Yeah, and I noticed that I noticed you went through a door there, so I mean, you must have had to go through some sort of labyrinth.
There is a first person labyrinth.
I feel like Zash
of the game, which
dancing with my fingers.
Which is very confusing. So yeah, that's awesome too.
Yikes.
This is going to take 200 years. Oh, you're a bastard.
And so you used all your TNT, or you still got 3 more. Okay.
Look at all this inventory management.
Yeah.
He could be.
How much? How long did it take?
He did tell me that he was scared of good games.
How long did it take you to get to this point?
He's got his heart really set on
beginning,
Pokemon
or how
Snap.
long did it take for me to learn all this and get here? Well, this was about 4 hours into my Fester's Quest journey.
Are you
but
serious?
But from right out the gate, you can probably do it in about 35, 40 minutes.
Wow.
Are you seeing the juking and jiving that's going on?
I know, you can tell you've been at this. I like to watch you though. See, there's no gadding about right now. This is serious business. He's in gamer mode. Time to execute.
Whew.
This guy's way tougher than.
Maritime, I wish you lived closer, man. I have a Dreamcast that I'm dying to play, but its controller's broke. The controller's broken.
Oh, you need a controller for your Dreamcast? That's too bad.
Oh, in my original one, the metal part on it has snapped off, completely severed.
Ugh.
At the control, there it is. Finally, victory.
Maritime, buddy. Hey, high fucking five. The N64 is one of those systems that did not age well. Yeah, that's true. We could fucking hang out and play some fucking Dreamcast, dude. Listen to some records.
And we could swear a lot.
We were listening to vinyl all week.
All right. Beautiful. So not bad. Yeah, that was a lot more difficult than your usual dealing with Blaster Master. Blaster Master bosses are way easier than that.
The commercial had it all. Do you have what it takes?
Oh.
I don't. I don't.
Do you remember as a kid how many bosses you guys beat? You said it was a family game.
The actual family was able to sit down and complete it.
Oh, whoa, really?
Oh, for sure.
Wow, that's impressive.
But this wasn't like, we sat down and then one day we finished it. It was, as a family, we learned about it, wrote it. You should have seen the map we drew for Roger Rabbit. This is just what we did.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Crazy.
That's awesome. I love that. Totally different worlds, because no one was. If I so much as mentioned that I studied the maps in Nintendo Power to any of my friends, they'd laugh at me. So, come from different worlds.
Yeah, the friends were a different story.
Oh well, my parents certainly didn't care either, but that's okay. Is this live? Yeah, last time I checked, it's live. You drank out of the bell? Oh, on Mary's birthday? Well, no wonder I don't remember that. Yeah, I can understand why I wouldn't remember that. Because everyone was wasted. I've been lurking, watching the Dirty Dozen, even for the Olympics, says Reptar. Finally linked up my Prime and knew I needed to give you a sub. Well, thank you very much. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun for me and Popo. Definitely. Not to speak for him, but I know that he's been having a kick out of it.
This has been a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. So happy you're getting more exposure by putting the Galleon on just chatting. It's well deserved. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Usually I just put it on just chatting just to, well, Zadrian needs something to do. So basically we put it in just chatting so the trolls can get. In fact, let's do that right now, shall we? Let's see if we can get some trolls in here for Zadrian to beat up. He goes to town on him. Alright, so we're in just chatting now. Let's go slumming, everybody. Anyone remember that one Addams Family episode where Fester bought the Crab Man with scorpion arms? Classic. No, I'm afraid I don't remember that one. Popo?
One of my favorites, actually.
Oh, really?
Also the one where he throws all the dynamite at all the crazy jumping pink and blue frogs.
Sure.
Classic Addams Family.
Classic Addams Family. E.T., let me get the bell for you. Huzzah for the summer! So loud. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah! We're doing $3 wheel spins.
All the way out in Baltimore, my favorite family. My favorite viewing family. E.T. phone home. Nice to hear from you. Showing some alien love from Baltimore. I know we're not as active in the chat. Busy with all the kiddos. We love you, Cat. That's okay. I never intended anyone to really ever respond to the shows because the shows were, for me, just videos. So the fact that you guys give feedback, it's been an unexpected and very welcome addition to this whole journey. So no problem. You take care of the kids, I'll take care of the adventures. All right? Let's go slumming. That's right. That's right. 15 months. Has it been 15 months? Does it say that there? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know. E.T., they have been taking care of the old ship for a long, long time. Pretty cool. And it's really neat that they're one big family watched the show. They got the whole kids. So that's why it's always nice. And they don't even care if we swear. How about that, Popo? Do you want to say poopy?
Off the hook.
Go ahead. Say poopy. They don't mind.
You gotta save them and use them when people don't expect it.
Okay, I understand.
Little nugget.
He doesn't do requests, folks. All right.
Those cost cheer coins.
Yeah, right. Cheer coin the man. He'll do it all day. All right, let me call up our next one. Let's get the scoreboard back up here. Third in our Dirty Dozen here was, what do we got? Legacy of the Wizard. Still nobody's game. Did you pull anything? Did you make one here for us to check out for Legacy of the Wizard? Do you have anything?
I have one, but it would be hard to fire it up. I haven't. The Legacy of the Wizard content is exactly what it is right now. Looking at your scoreboard, it's clueless. Who knows what's even going on? It's just, I don't know. It's an absolute nightmare. This game, because I haven't even come close to mapping the whole thing, and then you got to figure out what to do when the whole thing's mapped after that.
Right. I just thought maybe you had something from your earlier sessions that you
didn't even want to bother.
Okay, no problem. All right, well, we'll move on. Legacy of the Wizard, really, going to be, I think, an important game coming into the final week. We really don't know what Popo's going to have up his sleeve. He's really, it's interesting because he's clawing, really putting in the work, but this is a Nintendo game, and it's arguably a budget title, one that was thrown together and very ambitious. So as a result, sometimes games like that get really cut corners in the way of logistically, the logistics. Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2 is a fine example. Probably the most famous example of these cryptic Nintendo games that, try as you might, you can't logically figure out the solution. So I'm hoping for your sake that it's not just some completely, I don't know. Hopefully all the mapping is going to work out for you. Hopefully it's just a question of learning the world.
I a little quip about Castlevania 2 gave that game the same treatment I'm giving this one. Notes, hand-drawn map, wandered around for 4.5 hours, had to actually check the internet. I had done everything I needed to beat the game. I was focusing so little on this one stupid clue that was a clue that just has nothing to do with the game. Went in, immediately beat the game, and got the terrible ending.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I remember in the instructions, it's saying, don't believe everyone. People do lie.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting that they would do that. All right. Mission Impossible. I do have a clip from Mission Impossible, but this is another, what I would say, going to be important game. I don't know. I'm going to try my best to crack the code and beat Venice, but what I'm going to show you here is basically what has stopped me and Popo dead in our tracks from getting any farther in the Venice mission.
It better be that long hallway filled with those animated armor pieces.
Could it be anything else, my friend?
Oh my God.
All right, so let me get back to my channel here and find us. Did I not label this right? Okay, that's fine. It's here, I believe. What did I do with it? Did I not make it? Oh no, did I not finish it? I don't see it, so maybe I can cue it up really quick. That was Olympic Day. Let me find Olympic Day here. Sorry about this. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, so Olympic Day. Watch. I'll just cue it up to where it should be for the most part. And then we'll have a look.
I'm getting a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yes, please. Please. Help a brother out. Alright, there we go. Now I can see where we're at. And it was once you had left the Olympics, we had wrapped up. And then I found myself right about here. Going further. Let's go to there. Let's go to right there. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. This is exactly where we need to be. Okay, cool. So there I am. Once again, this is Mission Impossible. We are both stonewalled at the exact same place. What we're calling the Gauntlet. I've dubbed it the Gauntlet. In the Venice mission, take a look. Is this something you'd ever want to be up against? If you've encountered this, would you ever want to play the game again? Check it out.
I call it the Dark Souls of NES games.
Does it look okay right now? Is that framed up okay, Popo?
I haven't seen it full screen. Incoming. Yep, that looks good.
Okay, great. Here we go. This is Mission Impossible, the Gauntlet.
Okay. Alright, now here's the Gauntlet. I only have 6 bombs. That's going to be a problem.
There's some health in this room, and then a lever. So we're going to get the health. Hacking the door. What would Mission Impossible be without door hacking, right?
I remember when I thought you had to find the codes.
Yeah, I loved that. That. Alright, so I chose to give the health to the soldier, to Max. So we've got a rifle, and we've got 6 detonator bombs. And now we're on our way to the Gauntlet. Alright, so here we are at the Gauntlet. You see a sarcophagus here, and a bunch of knights.
They call it shrapnel. I need to remember that.
Yeah, you'll notice that I blew him up, but he still hit me with his shrapnel. So keep that in mind. It's not if you blow these guys up and they just disappear.
Are you kidding me?
So look at that. 3 of them come out of nowhere, and you have to take into account the shrapnel as they grab you right in that bottleneck. They all come to life. And here we go, 4 more of them. It looks like
Also, that shrapnel, no telling which way it's gonna blow. It can either blow horizontally or diagonally.
Is that right?
So you have to account for that as well.
Jesus. That's unbelievable. So my other 2 guys are really weak here, so at this point I'm just kind of running out the mission. But take a look at that. 4 guys, axes, you're bottlenecked. There's a couple.
No way to get through that. I mean, there is. There's got to be. There always is. But
Couple ways to disable
really
them. The detonator bombs and the sleep gas.
Really unfair.
The disguises don't work. So there it is. That's where we're at right now with Mission Impossible. Are we ever going to get farther? I don't know.
So, oddly enough, you can't shoot the armor, you can't boomerang the armor, but you can punch man the armor.
Oh, you're right.
And there's no shrapnel. Why can you punch these guys to death? Mind-boggling.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I guess you could punch him, but he's got that axe. The last thing you want to do is come up on that guy if he's not, unless he's stunned, to finish him off. Trying to punch him when he's alive. I mean, I can't imagine that being effective. I think he just, cleave into you. So I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna be with that. The detonator bombs seem to be, in my opinion, the way to go. But who knows when that's gonna, you're gonna have to ration them out. And then the shrapnel is a huge issue.
My trick has been, when they surround you, unbomb them. Turn to the guy that's usually in the back, punch him down, and then you can run away and face them all one at a time. But it's just as risky as shrapnel. You never know.
Yeah, the shrapnel's a huge deal. Yeah, that's not a bad approach. So we're gonna keep going. I mean, for me, it's challenging, but in no way is that game discouraging. I'm very invested in it. I have a great time with it. So I'm gonna try.
It's rewarding for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the chat here. Yeah, BT says, "Oh, no problem, cuss it up." EC also says we're usually lurking in all of the cruise streams. Been enjoying this Dirty Dozen like crazy. Love explaining these classic games to my kids. who are caught up in the Fortnite age. That's great. Hey, Popo, also thank you for the gifted subs as well. So many cool people are apart from the crew. Oh, hey, Popo. Yes, it's a great crew. Everybody's so nice around here. It's pretty cool, pretty awesome. Get them youngins off that Fortnite and shove an NES controller in their hands. That's right. Do they still have those in Baltimore? I wonder. I wonder what the retro scene's like in Baltimore. Nemo, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today. I'm glad you could make it. I know it's hard. These are hard hours for you, so it's nice to see you at this time. And it's also really nice to see that you've been hanging around Popo's place late night, because I know you're on late. I know you like the kind of stuff that I do, but I'm never on late. So, me and Popo certainly have similar tastes. So, I'm glad you're getting that fix with him.
Albeit a little bit more foul-mouthed. I spend more time below deck. Yes. He's always in his quarters.
A real swell band of misfits. Well said. Well said, Bismuth. By the way, if anyone is wondering who Stick Together is, that's Bismuth. That's First Mate Bismuth here. He started streaming on his channel called Stick Together. Basically, he's been doing a lot of Apex Legends with Pat the Chef. If you don't know who these two are, these are the two wackos that I do the Christmas specials with. So if you'd like to see a little bit more of him, please check out his channel. He's just getting started. Basically been doing shooters, PC stuff, but who knows down the line where things will go with him. So best of luck to Bismuth with his new channel. Thank you for the great times. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you all for being here. I feel like all these compliments, we should break out a pirate song. I would, but I'd probably crash the computer. We actually have a theme park called Jolly Roger in Ocean City in Maryland. What? A pirate theme park? No way. Are you out of your mind? I had to throw that out.
Are you out of your mind?
Jay, nice to see you. Well met, my friend. Come on up. Come aboard. We're having a good time here. That's awesome. I'm going to look that up after the show. What's it called again? Where was that?
The Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger. Wow. I totally need to check that out. That sounds amazing. All right. Oh boy, look at me there. We'll come back to me in a second. Let's get the scoreboard back up here. And we'll move on to game number 4. That pulls Popo in the lead 2-1 with, it's got to be the shocker. Got to be the shocker of the month. It's got to be the crowd favorite of the month. Really, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere. Right. This was, the game that going into the month, correct me if I'm wrong, but of all the games here, I don't think there was a game you turned your nose up to more than Pinbot.
When you first set a score, I was like, okay, he set the score and I beat it. And I was like, yes, I never have to play electronic pinball ever again.
I think you actually say that. You actually say that. Right.
And then something happened. Right. I'm a sucker. I'm done. I can't wait to fire up all these tables people are throwing in front of my face.
Yeah.
How cool all these tables are. And I'm like,
Well, good. That's great. That's a big part of this is learning about stuff because, learning about games that you otherwise would never give a shot. I feel like I feel that way with Solstice myself, whereas I really haven't spent a lot of time with it. It seems to be just on my radar, and I kind of want to learn more about it. I just haven't had the time. So,
I'm actually taking my 65-inch television and mounting it vertically. Deal with it.
Sure. I mean, most people who are crazy enough to do that for shooters. But, pinbots?
I'm going to do it for shooters.
Okay.
Shooters and pinbot, baby.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Okay, yeah, well, let's take a look at Popo. You have a highlight for us, sir?
I have an amazing highlight. 1 second, real quick. It appears Trace is here. Trace, fair warning, Popo's in the channel. Headphones on.
Yeah.
But so this little clip is me actually breaking the record that I thought I would never break. And then a little clip at the end of me thinking I'm going to break your record. I'm recording this at home. I hot dog and I fail. And you get to see the look on my face as I don't break your record.
See, folks, that's the kind of guy who's more concerned with making you smile than making himself look good. That's classy right there. I like that. All right, hold on a second. Let me cue it up. I have you here. You've got your adorable glasses on. All right, and we're going to full screen this. Let me know how it looks. Full screened. It's coming at you. Can we see you? Can we see the game?
Full screen coming in. You can see a little bit of me and you can see a little bit of the game. I would, if you're wanting to see my reaction, move the whole scene in OBS over right to the little bit if you can. Just maybe like little scooches.
We'll just kill the chat here. We'll kill me. How about just tell me left or right here in a second.
No, move it a little. You're going to need a little bit more to the right.
To the right. Okay.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want at the end, I'm making a face that you're going to want to clip and print.
Oh, definitely. Well, like I said, I'm blind, so I appreciate you giving me that live feedback. It's a little clunky, everybody, but I want you guys to be able to see it right.
I'm not actually seeing it move in OBS at all. It looks like when you full screen it maybe chat can help a little bit. Actually, I don't know. Keep moving it to the right some more. Or you could just play the clip as it is there. If you click on theater mode on instead of going full screen, the one next to full screen, that might make it a little bit bigger.
Then we can barely see you though. How about now? Tell me how it looks now.
Oh no, now it looks perfect.
Okay, great.
You're good to go now.
Did a little action there, did a little transformation. So, okay, we're good to go. All right, here we go. So this is Popo, arguably the hardest to obtain, record at the moment with a shocking 17 million.
That was a pretty good go. That was a pretty good go.
Yeah.
But this one's the 6 million.
Okay, so this is not your winning run here.
No. This was a way better reaction. This is the reaction you're wanting.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out.
Double scores. Got this million. Bitch, don't go. Yes.
Look at the energy.
Oh, yeah, get in there. I wonder if that's 4 times scores.
Look at the pure, wholesome excitement on his face. That's Nintendo.
Yeah, just loving it.
I did it!
Oh! Oh! It ain't over. Oh, it hits the special. Eliminates both the monsters. Extra ball is lit. Ah! Okay. Oh, so you had a shot at an extra ball here? Oh, man. If you only knew what you see, you didn't know at this point.
Oh, yeah. At this point, I had no idea what was going on. I was just throwing balls around.
Right. You've learned a lot about this show.
Yeah, get in there.
Oh, for sure. I've learned about the world of pinball in general.
So getting closer.
Get in there.
This is me losing right here.
A lot of progress has been made here. Very close.
No, this is me losing.
This is fucking triangle ball.
When I'm in the white shirt. I have now just lost on my screen.
Oh, the black hole. No one ever wants to see that. I've had that exact look this month.
Mm-hmm.
No one understands better than me, my friend. Better than... Yeah.
That look, I am so mad. I shouldn't have hot dogged, but that's the way it was.
Funny.
That's the way things go.
Funny. All right. But hey, it all paid off. I mean, look, I don't think I'm going to be able to come anywhere close to 17 million in the next 7 days. So we'll see. And you know, what will be interesting for you is the day that you finally come across an actual machine.
Pinball machine. Oh, I'm calling. There's a pinball place. There's 2 pinball joints here that are like real close to me, and I'm going to call them up on March 1st because I feel like playing pinball in person's cheating. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way.
I'm calling them up, and then boom, I'm going.
That's great. You should. That's excellent. Yeah, it's really this has been great, but I think we both have like a little bit of a list of things we just can't wait to do come March 1st. So yeah, it's exciting. Let's catch up with the chat again here. Why am I not scrolling? Here we go. Very active chat today. Very active. I'm sorry that we're not totally paying attention to you guys, but for obvious reasons, we've got a lot to talk about here. But nice to see everyone commiserating and having a good time. E.T. says in Ocean City, Maryland is where you can find Jolly Roger, the pirate theme park. It's amazing. My wife and I are reminiscing about our last time there. They have go-kart rides, a water park, and even a mini racetrack. Do they have mini golf? I mean, I don't know about what they do up in Baltimore, but when I'm down in Orlando for Disney World, it is a must. We must play at least one night of pirate mini golf at Pirates Cove. Awesome. And do you have pirate mini golf down in Texas, Popo?
There is actually a place in Austin that is famous called Peter Pan's Mini Golf. Ooh. It is a pirate-themed mini golf place that is famous for all the people who like to wear skinny jeans and bands and crack open a PBR and let's just hang out and have some good, wholesome fun.
I mean, they'd let me in, right? I can't get in the skinny jean, but I love it.
I had a blast when I went. I can't lie. It was
That's
fun.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Sounds great. I'm going to look that up, too. I've got a lot of places to look up after the show. Okay, yeah, and putt-putt golf. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, E.T. Yeah, you're definitely exciting me. Tracy, nice to see you. Me and Tracy are going to be hanging out this weekend. We may have a Betrayal of Baldur's Gate board game stream coming at you this weekend if I can stay up late. We'll see how that plays out. Sorry I'm late. Little Apes, that's my niece. She's sick today, so we were sleeping. She was sleeping on you when the stream started. That's okay. You just been watching. It's just been me and Popo making fools out of ourselves. You know, nothing new.
Nothing new at all.
Nothing new. Nothing we don't do every single day. He looks like the couch when the Bears missed the field goal. Yeah. Popo looks like the coach when the Bears missed the field goal face in the playoffs this year. I think the entire face of Chicago looked that way when that happened. Very good. Very astute comparison. Boss battle in March? Yeah. I think it's time. We have to do it. Boss Battle Arcade is the arcade that I got banned from, I should say. Not thrown out of, banned from 2 years ago. Basically a misunderstanding between friends and a friendship that I never ended up confronting again, I guess. But they've moved their store, they moved their location, and with it, they've really the arcade. I saw a video on Facebook. It looks incredible, and in addition, they've added about half a dozen pinball machines. So yeah, I think it's we've kind of indirectly through Pat really have made it clear we're not angry with each other anymore. Never really were. Just things like that happen. So yes, in March, I guess I'm gonna have to put on my big boy pants, and we're gonna have to go. So sounds good, Bismuth.
How big of you or small of you? I don't know the correct terminology here.
It's
good
small.
job.
I mean, whatever I need to do to play video games. There's nothing.
Listen to you there. Then you ruined it.
There you go. Crambulance says, I'm just here for the butt chugging. You're just here because I put myself in just chat just to see guys like you. Welcome. Might have a PBR and a Kurt Vile show tonight in Indy. At the Kurt Vile show tonight. And you do that. Is that the country singer? Tracy says...
I have no idea what Kurt Vile is.
I've never heard of him. I don't know.
Is it on the Nintendo?
I can't. Is it Bad Apple? They play Bad Apple?
Yeah, amen.
Captain Sis says, I still have my free game coin that I won last time we played at Pirates Cove mini golf. It's just waiting for us to play again. Yes! One day. Betrayal of Baldur's Gate. Yes, we will see what happens. I know Tracy definitely wants to play. I definitely wanted to play too. It's really just an issue of finding the time for the weekend. But I have a feeling there's a very good chance. So, California country. All right, I'll take your word for it on that one. All right, what do we have next? Let's get back to the scoreboard here. And coming back in, we have we're halfway there, number 6, with the most anticipated game, I would say, of the Dirty Dozen when it was announced. People looked at the board and definitely had a crowd favorite, and that was Robin Hood. But I feel like we may have done a bit of a disservice to people. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's a gray area. We didn't crack the seal on Robin Hood, despite many requests. We didn't crack the seal on it until the 14th, which was when the first voyage came out, which was Valentine's Day. And I think Jay Nerd was really the guy who got me to thinking. When we did our analysis at the beginning of the month, he said, "So which one of these games is the Valentine's Day game?" And I got to thinking, I didn't really have to think very long. I mean, it's Robin Hood. Definitely the love story of all the games here. So I mentioned I don't know how Popo got wind of that, but for whatever reason he valued the freshness of the voyage so much that despite having many people, including my sister, flat out demand some Robin Hood, he stayed away from it. Even me, I said to him, "Look, you really don't have to wait on Robin Hood. I think it's going to be okay." But he stuck to his guns, and we waited it out until the 14th, and I think we had a great show. So hats off to you for putting the Galleon first. That was really nice of you.
Just doing what I can for the crew.
Yeah, I think it was fun, and I think it was a real surprise. I mean, honestly, the way things are standing now, I have that's mine. I'm in the lead there, and I didn't see that coming. I really thought, if anything, I thought we would tie. We probably really hit Stonewall, like Mission Impossible somewhere. That being said, I think Popo's going to rip a real hard time now after seeing his first attempt. I think he's going to have a real hard time getting to where I got, because not only did I get very far, there were some real come from behinds that I managed to pull off and to get me a little farther. So, I don't know. You got a week.
Did you sit there and grind in that game all day? You put the work in to get that far.
I guess. The thing was, I don't really feel like I grinded it. I mean, that was one run, which is
Yeah, see, that's what really kills it for me, because I was like, he sat there and played that game all day. I'm not going to put that much time figuring that game out and trying to get good at it.
Right, right. It was pretty miraculous. It was crazy. I mean, we had a great time, that's for sure. And let me set up a shot or a our excerpt for you guys. God, I can't even talk. All right, here's Robin Hood. Put you in watch mode. So this is me. What's the setup on this? This is not the end, not where I got stuck. I didn't find like basically I got stuck in the final battle. And in the movie,
This is our last minute.
in the movie, that's when it's the siege on the castle, on Nottingham Castle, where I ended up. I got lost. I couldn't figure out where to go. So basically, to make things a little more interesting, I show you one of the more exciting moments during the playthrough, which is when I'm able to defeat one of the corrupt lords who Robin Hood's been harassing throughout the campaign. So let's check that out real quick here. Give me some audio, and Popo, let me know how this looks when I full screen it, please. Coming at you.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, great. All right, let's get started. Once again, this is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the final battle with some corrupt lord. All right, here we go.
Meaning, Loxley, you disrupted my plans the last time, peasant. You interrupted my wedding and caused me great embarrassment. This is the Baron. You stole my money from the tax cards I was sending to the sheriff, and now you invade my village? Or the village I'm looting.
Good read.
This is more than any one man can tolerate. Please, you flatter me. Let's finish it now.
So I didn't check my health here.
I don't have
Look at my health.
any health.
Managed to corner him. Takes off a lot of health there. I think he might have taken 2 bars off there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe just 1 bar. I honestly do feel like my Street Fighter skills came into play here. Believe it or not,
The Baron is defeated.
You've only got one attack and a couple of different ways to move around, but I say that I feel like my Street Fighter came into play there because zoning those enemies during the duels is very important. Knowing where they are, when they're vulnerable to be attacked, and where they're going to end up, or could possibly end up, to counterattack you. That's kind of ingrained into me after years of playing Street Fighter. So I actually think that helped. So I don't know. There were a few of those matches that were pretty tough, those duels, and I somehow was able to overcome.
That's one of the hardest parts there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, definitely. Yeah, but somehow I managed to get through there. Ever since I got banned. Oh, yeah, that's an old one. Jeez, that's an old clip. I'm not going to pull that out. Redamus Maximus, nice to see you, sir. I hope you're feeling better. Redamus Maximus, this is a guy I've known for years. I'm watching the show for years. And someone I actually know in person, met through Boss Battle Games, actually. And used to make videos on YouTube, and for whatever reason, I fell in love with them. So hopefully one day you get back out there making videos, my friend. Are there any good Lovecraftian games? Well, I know there was that I have. No. I mean, as far as I know, there's only, sure, I guess if you're talking stylistically, there's some survival horror games, but I'm not the authority in saying I'm a scaredy cat. I don't play them. I've got a whole host of Super NES of those games, but I don't play them. So I'm not even going to go into it. There are obviously a couple. Call of Cthulhu just came out for the modern systems last year. If you're looking for something like that, if you didn't know about it, it's out there. And then there was one for the original Xbox as well, which is actually kind of hard to find. Seeing all of those games, Nerdgasm. Oh, back here, I know. Sometime we'll have you over here. We'll play. He lives, I don't know, maybe over an hour away from me, so we rarely get to hang out. Number one crush. Yeah, I really love those. Those are really those Popo. Those are what's gonna make you stand out. I mean, people think of me, they think of the Galleon. They think of you, they're gonna think of those. That's the guy who does the big full screens with all the weird pictures, right?
I think that's my thing.
Yeah, you really are coming into it with those. Those are really, really good.
Loving it.
You're nailing it. If anyone else does it, they're not doing it nearly as well as you're pulling it off. Really good. Hilarious. Raz certainly did. You're welcome. Raz certainly did better than me the first time I played Robin Hood. That wasn't the first time. We did play it a little bit 2 years ago when Popo first got the games. But for whatever reason, I've never really sat down with it, even though like Popo said, it's just a very special game, very, very unique game, very ambitious game. So there's a lot of reason to want to play it. I just never got around to it, which is why we did the Dirty Dozen in the first place. There's so many games here that don't get the attention that they deserve. We always feel like we're going to have time for them, and we just don't do it. So the limitations of the Dirty Dozen have allowed that. And man, that run through for Robin Hood, even though it ended tragically, was a blast. That was one fun afternoon. So yeah. I know exactly the laugh you're talking about, Hoosier. I may do it tonight. Who knows? Popo has the man versus game stream quality I have longed for. Man versus game. Do you know? I'm sure you know who that is, Popo, right?
No.
That's so funny. This is like when Bismuth and I first got involved, or he got me involved in this whole stream thing. That was his guy. Some guy named Man vs. Game. He would do long Dark Souls streams, had very successful Popo. Bismuth had the shirt, and you would have loved the shirt because the shirt was based off of it said Man vs. Game, but it was in the font of the Castlevania title screen.
Huh.
But
Stealing it.
And so at the time, I guess he was a huge deal, like a massive deal. And then after a year, dropped off completely. And I said to Cody, "Whatever happened to your Man versus Game guy?" He said, "Oh, his wife got out one day and said that he'd been doing, I don't know, speed, I think, to keep up with these streams. So I guess he ended up going into rehab or something, and maybe that affected his exposure. I've actually, to this day, I'd never seen the man. Oh no, I guess I did. Way back when he was first introducing me to this whole stream thing.
I remember him a while back, but I mean, yeah, this is saying Justin TV, but like it's been so long that I've even seen anything. It's like, why did he go? But now that I've realized some, real life just got happening.
Yeah, Man versus Trucks, right? Yeah, I mean it's amazing how fly by night this whole stream thing can be. Guys who's on top these days can topple real quick. So that just means that there's always room for you guys out there who want to put something out there. So don't ever feel like there's no room for you. If you feel like there's something new, special, original you want to put out there, by all means do it. You're going to find somebody out there who loves it. I guarantee it. Just got to persevere.
Dude, I got this new idea for a show. I'm going to be like showing retro video games on a pirate ship.
Okay, sure. Interesting.
All original content.
All original. Wow. Look for that. Can't wait. Where were we? Okay. All right. Back to the scoreboard here. We're halfway through, and we're reaching solstice. I mean, is this like the most forgettable game on the dozen? Probably.
I mean, there's a point. My clip, I think, pretty much says it all.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's call that up. I'm very excited to see what that tease means. Here's solstice, week 3.
I think actually, Zatrain, I was going to call it Popo's Galleon. The Popo Galleon.
Oh, fascinating. Sounds great. I mean, it's very, very wordy, classy. I don't know. You think people are going to be able to pronounce that?
Popo on the galleon. Right off the tongue.
How about I best all of you, because that's what I do, and I'll say, welcome to Popo's Poop Deck.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. 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 Not new at this, folks. All right. Where are we at here? Okay, so this is you. I'm going to get my little face out of there. This is Solstice. I mean, this is the puzzle. You have to give Solstice credit in that it's at the very least, it's filling a very important genre that's not represented anywhere else in the dozen. It's the puzzle game. And, for love it or hate it, what's a collection without a puzzle game?
It also is that one game that demands perfection.
Oh, yeah, right about that. Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there. All right, although it could be argued that Mission Impossible's kind of there too. So I don't know.
That's true too.
Yeah. Challenge is all over the Dirty Dozen, but Solstice, Blessed Soul, it's the one that's got that puzzle factor going on. So at least we got that going for us. Because I feel like we'd be hard pressed. Anyone would be hard pressed to look at the dozen and be like, nice mix, but you're missing. I think every genre for the most part is really covered, or at least represented adequately in one of the 12 games. Any of the genres. All right.
Well said.
Yeah. Okay. So here's Popo. This gets him on the board. 84 rooms, I believe, is your top score, which is pretty impressive. Journeying through the very dangerous, volatile world, mind-bending world of Solstice. Okay, let's see what you got. Have a drink.
There's a few.
Riveting.
There's a few goblins. Riveting.
Oh gosh.
Take it easy.
This is Solstice right here.
Oh, come on.
He's taking solace in Solstice.
This is what you'll be doing when playing Solstice?
You must have a nice chair.
Jesus. Oh yeah, I've been here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you even know that you gotta jump up there? Because you just gotta trial and error. Oh my god, look at this.
Just Solstice, baby.
Baba.
How long have you been playing at this point? Oh,
That's like 25, 35
rooms.
minutes. I'm just sick of this game at this point.
That's a new fucking record right there,
Yeah,
my friends.
that's not bad.
That's a new fucking record right there. Writing that down. 84 rooms
Listen to that music.
in one piece.
Talking about
Jesus.
how big them boobs is.
That's the best part of Solstice right there, buddy.
Yeah, disco and boobs. That's That's what he gets from Bill Solstice. All right, you wacko. Yeah. That's what happens over at that channel. Craziness.
Nerds.
Constant craziness going on over there. All right. That was good. 84 rooms. I mean, do you feel like that's easy to get in that game? I mean, I don't even know. That's why.
Yeah, just because there's just points to where you can just fall down holes and you're just walking around, and then there's one point that if you fall far enough, 60 rooms that you just have nothing in them and you just blow right through them. So if you spend 4 seconds with that game, that's easy to get. But just you saw how riveting the gameplay is.
But that's 4 seconds. You actually got to stay alive.
That's true.
So there is that. Yeah, get him, boys. Yeah, look, Nemo's coming. Zadrian's coming in with his sword. Nemo's coming from under the boat. Go ahead, boys. Tear into him. They got a troll. Always love seeing him get a troll. I did last night. I'm a terrible mod. Zadrian gave me a sword for his channel, and I'm at work. I can't even hear what's happening on his channel. But I see one guy type in here, "Don't ban me for caps if you're not going to ban everyone else for caps. It's hypocrisy." Do I act like a professional and just let it go? No, I ban him.
There you go, bud.
And then like a minute I think I timed him out. But like a minute later, then I see Zadrian untimed him. So the first authoritative move I've ever done as a mod, and it got rejected. So what are you gonna do?
I'm all caps in chat for Captain Mraz. I'm the worst mod because there's such a thin line that you can do, because you're wanting trolls, and when you get trolls, free content, but there's a line that has to be crossed with me first when I'm streaming. So it's like, how do you personally know that streamer's line?
Yeah,
to where
it is.
So it's so weird.
Right, definitely it goes channel to channel. I don't think there was anything professional about what I did this morning, though. So sorry about that, Adrian.
Oh.
Popo's pontoon. Oh yeah, here they look. Now everyone will give you. Yeah, go ahead. Pile in. Come on, go into the writer's circle and help out Popo as he comes up with his new pirate show. Go ahead, everybody. I see how it is. Typical. Let's see. I think Popo calling Bitcoins. This is Angry Hoosier. I think Popo calling Bitcoins cheer coins is a stroke of genius. It's so catchy when he says it with the southern drawl. You say it with a southern drawl? I would say you say it with like the innocence of a sweet little girl.
Well, if you want me to be honest, the cheer coins thing was a Pavlovian experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Though how I say it is something I lifted from, typical Popo. I lifted from VP Gloves and have adapted it to my own situation. And then now it is just this amalgamation of, I don't even know anymore, but yay, I'm not going to do it.
What is he? Well, yeah, because you don't have cheers coming at you. I get it. What did Gloves do?
When there was one point where Gloves was doing this flat Earth, I want a troll stream, and whenever somebody would cheer, he would go, "Yay! Thank you for helping us understand the Earth is flat." And he would do these things with his fingers, like it was snowing, and he was getting rained in the snow. And that just stuck out to me. It's just how he reacted. He went from talking to this, "Oh gosh, yay!" over like 10 cents. It's just classic.
Right. Well, there you go. God, that's good stuff. I mean, people love it. People love your cheer coins. They love them. And, all right, what do we got here? Angry Hoosier. I'm going to talk about that. Angry Hoosier's trying to steal my idea. I'm going to talk about that idea after this is over. We're going to wrap this up. Then I'm going to talk about my next challenge that I'm thinking about putting together.
Okay.
We'll leave that to the end, unless you want Angry Rooster to spoil it. You jerk.
No, we're fine. We'll wait till the end.
He wrote that in there because I literally talked to him about it for an hour today, so he knows all about it. Yeah, he knows all about it. And I actually wish we may even bring him in to Discord when I talk about it here, if you don't mind.
Sure.
To get his reaction, because it's worth it. We'll just put it that way. Okay. Trolls don't own dogs. They live under bridges and hiss at humans. Oh, okay. I guess he said something doggish. Off with his hat. I like that. All caps for Captain Raz. Oh, boy. See, he just... Talk about Pavlovian dog. You say it one time, and all of a sudden he's all over it. Yeah, learning each stream's line is always fun to learn. Yes. I'm new at that, so... I very rarely get a sword, so... Very new stuff to me. There is no line here. We are a volatile democracy. That's right. That's right. The mods promote from within here. There are no rules, no guidelines. You could easily get banned for an unjust reason, depending on the mod's mood. Yes, that's written right on the channel here. I'm not sure how popular it is that that's written there, but it is true. Because the last thing I want to be is put into a position of authority. It's just not a good idea. So I leave it to the mods. They're much smarter than me and much more fair. Raz, no need for sorry. You were on point. I just reduced the timeout from 600 to 100. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was just too perfect. The guy was, grandstanding about getting banned for 5 minutes over capsing. I had to go for it. Jessica. Ambrosia's Bologna. Huzzah! Tip off! Huzzah! Alright, there we go.
The dinner bell.
Yeah. Yay, cheer coins. Yet cheer coins. Oh, we'll leave it at yet. Yet cheer coins. That's what Tracy said. Yet, yay, same thing, Trace, right. Huzzah! The tip off! Alright, scoreboard, let's do it. Let's continue on, please.
Star Tropics.
Star Tropics? Is that it? Is that next here?
Uh-huh.
Real personal favorite of mine. Real personal favorite. And Popo, it's up to you if you want to watch this one. It's a little long.
I'll tell you how it looks, and then
okay,
I can push pause.
Yeah, well, Popo, I know, has been really trying his best to not watch the show and watch, what I did in Star Tropics. I don't know if you're doing that because you're enjoying the game, though. You seem to not be really into the game. I think at one point you said it's your least favorite game in a dozen.
There was one point where, and you know what troll I'm talking about. There's a troll part in the chapter I just finished where you're in that dungeon. I was in that dungeon for like 3.5 hours, and I even had people telling me this part's going to mess with you. You need to take care. And I'm like, I got this. And I just bullheaded through it. And when I finally figured it out, I think the whole world of the game opened up to me of what the game's possible of doing.
Right.
And I want to keep pushing on. So I'm only not watching because now I understand how, I want to say stupid, but that's on me, how the game can be rewarding if you are willing to look for it.
Right. Literally
look for it.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about that part. And the interesting thing with the part was that dungeon I dealt with last year. So coming into this, I knew a lot of the pitfalls and obstacles that had to be avoided. And miraculously, Jessica was there for this. Miraculously, I was able to get through that dungeon in one run.
Ugh.
Amazing. I didn't take any of the wrong ways. Didn't get trolled. I know what you're talking about by that. And literally was able to get all the way through it in one shot. It was a big deal. I was very excited by that. Now, the reason I'm saying this is up to you, man. I know you want to keep this unspoiled, but the problem with this clip is I had to run it. And it's a huge spoiler for you, but I had to run it because this is the moment in Star Tropics that when we did the analysis, when we released these games, everyone was like, what about that one part? Everyone wanted to know how we were going to handle that one infamous part in Star Tropics. And I'm going to tell you now, Popo, there's no earthly way for you to figure it out on your own.
All right, yeah, I'll just when you're ready, full screen it. I'll watch something else.
Okay.
And then you just tell me over Discord. You just say, yo, you're ready, and then boom.
Okay, so he's not going to watch everybody, but this is definitely something everyone wanted to see. And if you haven't seen it, you're going to be really shocked that this is something that was in a Nintendo game. Okay? So let me cue it up. This is my run in Star Tropics. Currently in the lead in Chapter 5. And the setup for this... Let me go into watch mode, and we'll set up... give Popo the option to walk out unspoiled before I start talking. And again, if you want to stay, it's up to you. But I know, I leave that in your hands. Anyway, how's it look?
Looks good. All right, the video's covered.
Good. Am I in the way? Did I turn off my webcam?
You're still. It looks like you're still in the way, but the view's good if you want to give like an analysis while you're talking about it.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave that in there. Yeah, because this one's actually a little longer, Popo. This one is 10 minutes. So keep that in mind. Okay?
Okay. I'll take a little break.
I know that seems long, but there's a reason. There's really a reason for it.
I'll come. Okay, so when you hit play, I'll take a little break and I'll come back in like 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right, bud.
All right. Here we go. So this is my this is the moment, the big moment in Star Tropics. Let's experience it together. Oh, and the setup here, Popo's away, so I'm going to give you the setup. We find ourselves in the belly of a whale, and we have to find our way out by building a fire. We've built the fire, and we are now in the hopes of making the whale sneeze. And we find ourselves in the whale with our uncle's assistant. Okay, so let's see what happens.
It's Smokey. It's Smokey here. Mike, help! Got smoke in my eyes. Ah! Ah!
I don't know how I made that sound. If I had to redo that sound, there's no way I could do that.
Yeah! See ya! Marooned again. There's the subsea. Woo! I made it. I promise never to smoke again. Okay, Mike. I have to tell you Dr. J's last words. Evil aliens from a distant planet. Tell Mike to dip my letter in water. You understand? Yes, I believe I do. Dr. J has been abducted by aliens in a flying ship. Mike, leave me here. I'll be okay. Please help Dr. J. Navcom here, Captain. Input frequency.
It's Rob. Can you tell I minored in theater? Look at how dramatic I'm building all this up to be. Sure, take a drink. We're in no rush, pal.
Anybody having another frequency? Don't go Googling it. No. You don't know it? You don't know it.
Love this music. Where are you going? House lights.
Tell Mike. Me too. Tell Mike to dip my letter in water. Instructions? Back of the instructions. Dear Mike, I am sorry I did not write you sooner, but I just returned from a long voyage in the islands in search of lost ruins and artifacts. I was very pleased to find your letter upon my return. Boy, time sure is flying by. Last time I saw you were just starting school. Now, 15 years old, an honor student, and captain of your high school baseball team. I think it's great that you visit me during your vacation. I'm sure you'll enjoy the tropical islands, the blue water, and the friendly people you'll find under the Southern Cross. You can even take a cruise in my super submarine, the Sub-Sea. I have enclosed some pictures and a map of Sea Island for you. I hope to see you soon. Give my regards to your family. Sincerely, Uncle Steve. The letter.
The letter.
The letter.
The letter.
Q-tips?
Guess I'm gonna clean my ears out. Are you coming back? Sir? Look, if I could have edited this out on Twitch, I would have.
Water.
Would you look at that?
See that?
It's the closest I get to arts and crafts. I found some strange
Sure is. I found some strange cipher in my last voyage. Since then, Someone has been watching me.
What's a cipher? Is that a code or something?
I put a tiny transmitter in my shoe. Its frequency is
This is super cool, isn't it?
I'll be damned.
$747 megahertz.
747 megahertz. Well, how about that? How about that? Navcom, I want you to lock on to 747 megahertz. Aye, aye, Captain. Frequency tracking system set for Dr. J's location. If I pick up a signal, I'll alert you. C is ready to launch. All ahead full.
There we go. There you go. And, you know, to follow up on that, still got the letter here. And as you can see, no more words.
Like, leave me here. I'll be okay. Please help me.
No more words, although the letter isn't what it used to be. But it was worth it. It's the first time I'd ever used the letter to do that. I was trying to keep the game in a good condition, but I mean, at the risk of not doing that, sharing that with you guys, come on. Please. Alright, let's get back to the chat, and we'll call Popo back in. He'll come back at some point here. Let's see what you guys have been saying. I apologize if I haven't been responding to the chat, but obviously, when I show those videos, I'm kind of blind at the moment. So, but we'll catch up right now. RIP headphones. Yeah, when you tip around here, it's serious business. We get loud.
Is it safe for me to come back?
I think as long as you don't talk to the chat, I'm about to get everyone's reaction.
I don't even have chat open, dude.
Okay, well, I'm about to read it. Is the only thing. So.
Oh, okay. I'll give you 2 minutes.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
All right, be right back.
Okay. Jocks, nice to see you. Nice beard, thank you. MST3K Galleon Edition, yeah, right. Nintendo's attempt at trying to stop resellers to market and pack stuff. Oh, that's such a pessimistic outlook on that. This was magic, Zadrian. This was magic. Bowser is president of Nintendo now. Nice to see you, Cord Cutter. So we'll see more of that. Reggie is retiring next month from Nintendo. Nintendo, is he? I didn't know that. How many kids just dunked that in a bowl or under a faucet. Lots of kids. Lots of kids. That's the way you're supposed to do it, really. Did the letter recover? I just showed you that. Arts and crafts, sure. I like it. This message will self-destruct in 2 minutes. No, it's not Mission Impossible. Ciphers are used in making and breaking codes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. I thought cipher was just a Metal Gear Solid character. We're all learning. A cipher is also a term for an informal gathering of rappers or dancers when they freestyle rap or dance. I did not know that. Wow. I don't think anyone here. That's why it's so valuable to have Hoosier here. Hell Guitar, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hoosier's always showing us a side of the world we just don't get. That's awesome. Such a generous offering, sharing the moment, letter with us. Thank you. I thought, you're very welcome. It was great. Reading Rainbow, I love Reading Rainbow. So will Popo be able to progress in the game without that thing? He needs the frequency. So that's why I was like, you can stay if you want, because you're going to need it. I told him, didn't I say that? I said, there's no possible way. So we'll see. I mean, it's out there. It's on the channel. He can always look and watch the special. So there it is. He can always look and watch the special. Okay, pal. There it is. He can always look and watch. And I'm giving you feedback for no good reason. Okay, we'll put the scoreboard back up. Maybe that'll give him... You can come back, Popo. You're good. You're good, buddy. On to the next game.
All right, I'm seeing some thumbs up here. We good?
Yep, we're good. Welcome back.
All right, and I got chat up. All right, we're good.
Okay, great. All right. Yeah, like I said, Popo. Good luck, and if luck is not enough, you can refer back to this special. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Tiger Helly. So happy.
Yeah, I really snuck that one out of nowhere. That was probably an offline score, recorded offline, I guess.
The $200,000. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's fair. It's only fair.
I didn't even play. I didn't even get that with the game. I was playing Tiger Helly, the combat card game, and got that score.
That's fair. With the card based Game Genie.
Yes, that's correct. That's right. That's right. I got the Game Genie on standby over here, but wouldn't it be neat to?
I don't have one. But if you want to do that like a Game Genie night, that sounds like that would be fun. I mean, obviously achievements not unlocked while using Game Genie, but
I remember
I can't find mine.
One particularly frustrating night of trying to beat your score, I did look into what you can do for Pinbot.
I was here for that.
Were you here for that? Unlimited balls.
Yeah.
Unlimited balls. And I just happened to turn to Legacy of the Wizard. What do we got here? We got Infinite Magic Power. Never lose items. Shopkeeper forgets to charge. Shopkeeper forgets to charge. I like that they put it that way.
Forgets to charge.
Everybody's strength is either tripled or their jumping is improved. Interesting. Yeah, there you go. Legacy of the Wizard. It's a Game Genie. It's magical. It's magical. It didn't say anything like reveal all the crowns, though. There's no code for that.
No, I need that.
Yeah, that's the code. That's the one you really want. Going back to the scoreboard, Tiger Helly. Wow. Very excited. This was, in my opinion, as essential when I was putting this dozen together for Popo all the way back in the day. This was a game, or at least a genre of the game is just as essential in, rounding out a good game collection as pinball. It's a shooter, it's a good shooter, and it's really cheap. It doesn't look like much, but my God, what a well put together shooter. I mean, can you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree with
totally
me on that? From a gameplay perspective?
I mean, it's slow,
right?
And when you first pick it up, what is this baby game? What is this baby game? And then, it shows you real fast that it's unforgiving.
No, yeah, and it's what I like about it is, and I've said this about it before. A lot of the NES games out there, like Starship Hector or Sky Shark, or like Star Soldier, all of them are decent, but you constantly are ramming the ram on the button constantly to make any real dent in the opposition. And it's almost to the point where they were like making these games to sell NES advantages. Tiger Heli is not one of those games. Not at all. You've got, every time you fire that button, you're firing 4 missiles at the opposition, and they're very strong. So all you got to do is hit them, and it'll blow up most of the things you encounter will blow up in one shot. So it's all about precision. And I think Popo mentioned to me, a big part of the game is knowing. I learned this from Popo. A big part of the game isn't trying to rack up score; it's knowing when to pick your battles, picking and choosing your battles. Because there's a lot of opposition out there, but they're not necessarily the fastest. So if you're willing to let the points go by, you can carve your way around. You can carve your way through the opposition, and get farther. So I learned that from you.
It's you get a whole bunch of bonus points for finishing the level, and it's typical shooter mentality. See an enemy, kill an enemy. Don't not in this game.
No, not at all. No, and yeah, the speed gives you the ability to really plan out your shots. Like I said, it's precision over mashing, which is why it's a very superior game for as far as the NES shooters out there are concerned. Very, very, one of the best in my opinion. And as far as pedigree is concerned, Ogre's probably the only one listening whose ears are going to perk up over this. But the game, I just recently found out, while it was published by Acclaim, it was developed by Toaplan. And Toaplan are the guys who made a little game called Truxton for the Sega Genesis. I know you guys who don't play shooters, this is all just Latin to you. But a guy like Ogre who follows the old 16-bit shooters, he's going to be like, that was made by those guys? That's crazy. I'll have to get it. And I would totally suggest you do, Ogre. Don't overlook Tiger Heli. Any final thoughts?
Or apparently its sequel, Twin Cobra?
Well, Twin Cobra, I'm not sure it's a sequel, but yeah, it's amazing. Twin Cobra.
I need to play that too.
You have played it. You have played it. You played it on the NES, and it's really good. Very good.
Huh.
It's also on the Genesis.
But to wrap this up, I would say that I remember this being a rental game, and just being like, I can take this and never play it again. I'll put this in here. That's fine.
Right.
The Dirty Dozen, with like the majority of these games, made me respect that this game actually can go toe to toe with just about any other game you want to put up. Let's be for real about it. Don't put up the top 10 shooters here, but it can hold its own over your everyday shooter.
Definitely, and especially when you're talking the NES library.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, definitely, really good. Which is refreshing because it's another example of people who find the NES, getting into the NES intimidating because they think they're going to have an arm and a leg. No, this is a $3 game, and it's one of if you devote to it, you're really going to get a lot of play out of it. So, anyway, let's take a look at my clip. Sitting here chatting away, and I don't even have it ready. Tiger Heli. I believe someone's asking if I beat Robin Hood. No, Jocks, I have not beaten Robin Hood yet. That I know, sis. I know, Tracy. It's a very special game. All right. So here we are watching. This is me. Short video, but this is me actually getting the top score, the current top, in Tiger Heli. and it's not impossible to beat, but it'll be a challenge. That's for sure. So here we go. Here's Tiger Heli. Oh, nah, I'll just keep myself there. Be there that long. You want to play, pal? What happened? You need to refresh.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Let me refresh it. Technically, this is a technical difficulty. Technically speaking. Oh man, now it's buffing? There we go.
I love you too. It was very intense. That's it. We just passed the score. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, and we just scored free life.
I don't know who I said I love you to, but I remember the only person I remember being in there at the time
And we got fully loaded helicopter.
was Jessica. Aircraft carriers on fire. You guys really watch my streams like this? This is terrible.
You're my witness, Jessica.
But there's the score, over 200 there, 200,000. And I manage here. I've still got 2 bombs on me.
Oh my god, these guys are shooting like crazy now.
I just happen to hit these power-ups coming up. Oh, I'm out. All right, one more life here. Last guy. Oh, is that it? Oh, did I cut that wrong? Oh, we'll leave it like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well. There wasn't much else to it. Basically, I shot a few more things and then died. But, you know, we got past...
I trust it.
We got past 200 grand. I mean, in the raw footage, it's there. So, you know, it still exists. Just not on that particular clip. I guess I cut that wrong. Anyway, I don't...
Let's take a look at my clip.
Hey, quiet you.
So we were chatting away and I don't even...
10 million windows open here. Arc-Teppered Kush is out on Monster Hunter World in 3 minutes. Need to learn solo. I'll be listening, though. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Thank you. Hearts to you as well, Jessica. Antelope's coming in with a little...
Perfect.
Huzzah to the tipper.
Perfect.
That's what you get for a single cheer around here. All right. How you doing, Andy? Nice to see you. We got a little bit more to go here. We're doing a recap special the final week here in the Dirty Dozen. Okay. Where are we at here? Tiger Heli, though. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's been a pleasure. Track and Field 2. Wow, what fun we had with Track and Field 2.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I mean, we really got stonewalled with it the first half of the month. I think you ended up breaking through a few days before the Olympics and really made some progress. But the Olympics, wow, what fun. I mean, nail biter.
That was a good time. It would be fun to try it again after we try some of this Twitch multi-streaming that they have built in. We could
Clean
I don't
it
know,
up
we
a
could
little
work
bit.
something out with
Sure.
another double stream at some point.
I'd love to. And we didn't incorporate this our first time through, but I actually was talking to Popo about making a penalty system, a screw system, if you will. I don't know if any of you ever played You Don't Know Jack, but in You Don't Know Jack, as you're answering questions, you could screw your opponents. You had like 1 screw a game or something. And if you did so, it became vastly more difficult for them to complete what they intended. So in the case of, say, archery, which is one of Popo's better events, I could screw him, and then he would have to roll a 6-sided die, and depending on what came up, I had 4 or 5 penalties that he would have to deal with. One of them was like, you have to play with the NES advantage, which actually I kind of put in there as I get to use the advantage? That's great. because it's the advantage. So that's actually the one good thing that was on the die. But then there were other things like you automatically lose an attempt, or you have to play blindfolded. Again, a screw system. So I don't know. Maybe down the line we'll play it like that somewhere. But as it stood, there was really no reason to enhance it in any way. I think it came out perfectly on its own, which is a testament to the game. It was a really fun Olympic multiplayer day. And if you want to see that, go over to Popo's side. Watch it on his channel. It looks a lot better, audio-wise and whatnot. Look for Olympic Day. And
I use fancy things to mask the lack of content.
Yes, he does a great job at it too, folks. He's a professional strummer, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. 1 week to go, roughly. Yes, we're gonna try. Well, I feel like I'm kind of falling out of that last week. I'm gonna be so busy, but I'm gonna try. Is Popo on the line? Yes, Popo is here. He can hear you. If you need to send any e-Valentines to him, he's here to receive them. There you go. Good. Get it all out, guys. Burn the phone. What is he talking about?
I think you think we're on the phone.
Oh, we're kind of. Okay, wrapping it up here. We're almost done. Oh yeah, track and field too, though. We got to see a video, don't we? I believe I cut one.
I didn't cut one. I thought if you seriously wanted one that badly, you could just go to like almost the last whole taekwondo competition of
the Olympics.
Because it came down to that last second. But if you got one, have at it.
I think I pulled something else just in the interest of leaving that purely for anyone who wants to watch it. But I did pull something else, and to be honest, I don't even remember what I pulled. Is this may... I don't know what this is. Is this my best event, maybe? It's only a couple minutes, so we'll just... Oh, this is... Okay, you know what this is? I had a real hard time breaking through on the campaign when the Olympic mode of this. This is freestyle swimming, man. Totally killing me. And I think if anybody wants to see anything today, it's me and you frustrated. So this is me extremely frustrated trying to complete the juggernaut that is freestyle swimming. Okay? All right, let's give it a shot. Get myself out of here. Open this up. And here we go. This is like my 4th attempt doing this that day.
This can get rough, man.
And I think I've been trying to beat this for a couple weeks. I don't know, you held the title for at least a week. Probably more than that. Got the butterfly stroke going. I mean, everything. I mean, look at my face. Look at the eyeballs. But
dude, that's it.
Burst right out of my head.
It's a real leer from hell there.
My God! I had to qualify for 50 seconds. I get 50 second 37. I'm 37 milliseconds off.
Excuse me, I'm going to go heel haul one of the lower crew members. Oh my God!
You still haven't realized it yet.
No. I know. I mean, at this point, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was ready to
You got defaulted into it. You were given a gift and you didn't even know it yet.
Is it the 28th yet? I just want to go back to Lego Dimensions. Hey, I got the password!
There it is.
It qualified! It qualified! my baby. My baby.
My baby.
I've been searching for you everywhere.
My
I've
baby.
been searching for you everywhere. Oh. Can we get a selfie? Oh, this is the first selfie I've ever taken in my life because the word selfie makes me sick.
Huh.
Oh my god.
All right, there you go. Man, I mean, talk about a workout.
That game's a serious workout for sure.
It's a serious workout. That game takes a lot out of you. That is not the kind of game you can go back to every day, day after day. And imagine buying that game in the 90s, and that's the game you have for the next 4 months until you get another one. Can you imagine?
Yeah, serious business.
Now, I'm not trying to take away from the game because it's an excellent game, and again was one that if I'm gonna only send Guy 12 games, you need at least one sports game. But if he's only got 12, give him a lot of variety, and that sure does it in spades. So
I feel like that's also the perfect pick because it also covers the game which has a plethora of mini games in it. It just being a game of mini games in itself.
Absolutely.
So it really covers 2 for 1.
It even gives you an excuse to use your light gun.
It's fair. Which was I actually did pull a clip for that of me using the actual light gun in the gun shooting mode. I forgot about that, but your clip was way superior, so that's fine.
Good. And I think it also fills in. It's one of the only games that's got some racing in it. This and Cobra Triangle, racing is a little underrepresented in the Dirty Dozen, I would say, of all the genres. But if you're really jonesing, you could probably find a little bit canoeing. You find it scratch that itch canoeing for a better time, or good old Cobra Triangle. There's some racing in that. So, all right. What's next here? Ultima. So Ultima is, in my opinion, the big X factor. So let's catch up on the chat before we move on.
Go ahead.
Antelope says, I think the winner out of the Dirty Dozen scores, etc., should get a prize from the other. We're in it for the competition, for the sport. You're going to have to give me a better idea than what that prize would be. I think if anything, I should be giving Popo a prize, win or lose, just for being adventurous enough to go down this road with me. So hats off to you, Popo.
Yeah, we both win, I feel like.
Oh,
this has been an amazing experience.
Definitely. We've already won. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Hoosier. Me freaking out over frickin' freestyle swimming. What a nightmare. Getting back to the scoreboard. Ultima. Definitely Ultima Exodus. God, is it great to have that? Was it great to have an RPG to fall back on? And I can't tell you how satisfied I was with Ultima. It in my opinion scratches every itch you need for a challenging RPG. That game is going to take us, someone who's really dedicated to winning it, a long, long time in the way of mapping and writing, all the cryptic clues that you come across, and just being good enough to fight the battles correctly. Picking the right team. What do you think, Pope? But here's the thing, though. I'm in the lead here only on the scoreboard. I've got Ultima only because I registered my highest level character, a level 5 ranger. And I've been updating that as it goes. And that's really where it's stuck. Popo, now and then, he said while watching other people's streams, I'm playing a little Ultima. I'm just learning my way around it. And he did stream it the first week, and certainly had some hard knocks on it. But it makes me wonder what that if he's gonna what that number will be looking like on the 28th. Do you have anything to say about Ultima, sir?
It's that I had, so me and Ultima went into some real we butted heads for a while. I spent some time with it, and then I feel like that was all a learning experience, and then now it's time to sit down with it and really make it my girlfriend.
But you're busy. Your plate's full. You're doing Legacy of the Wizard.
My plate is full, so I got to use
Right.
save states apparently, according to chat.
Oh, sure. Yeah, just use save states. Get out of here. There's no save
I'm entitled.
states. Who said that? Who said that?
You also got to tip the antelope, the modulator.
Oh, he
That's what
would
we call
know.
him.
He would definitely know. Oh, we got a tip coming in here. Let me get the bill here. $1 tip. That's crazy. Antoine. Huzzah to the tipper! Huzzah! Antron, welcome. Nice to see you. We're talking old Nintendo games here. Yeah, what's Annie saying? He's saying word on the street is Popo's falsifying scores. You using save states? Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Modulator. He spread false rumors, my man.
False murder? Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, it really comes down to a question of dedication with Ultima. And for the record, my portable NES, that thing that I was running with at the beginning of the month, I don't know where it is now. It's not working properly. There's a reason I got it for $5. It's not. I can't even use it for Ultima anymore. So if I'm gonna play Ultima, I really gotta sit down and grind it on the old NES. So. Your collection is amazing. I had the tip. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy yourself here. Behind him is less than half. Yes, I'd say that's accurate. Yeah, maybe about a third is behind us. So where are we going here? Ultima? I do have a video for Ultima. I do have it. And it's a little longer than the rest. 7 minutes. Basically, this is me in a battle that I had basically turned on the game merely to get some groceries from the neighboring town of Castle Britannia. Once I got the groceries, I was going to be going into the castle, which is only 2 steps away. But even in those 2 steps, that was enough for a gang of really high-level monsters to ambush us. And it just gives to show you, just watching this is not the kind of RPG where you can just ram on the X button. This is not a Final Fantasy. There is no way to cancel actions either. If you make the wrong action, you have to live with it right there and then. I mean, it's a very delicate RPG, and if you die, the penalty.
You push reset.
No, you don't push reset. You can, but in my case, I haven't done that. I don't think I've reset my campaign once, but as a result, my party is in dire straits. Very depressing part. In fact, as my personal campaign goes now, I only have one primary team, and they're in the process of raising enough money just to raise a second team to sit in standby so that they have the go-ahead to go into one of the dungeons. And if they wipe, well, at least there's another party on standby. That's how bad this is a tough game. So here's me playing Ultima Exodus, ambushed by a party of giants. Let's take a look. It got me all the way back against the wall.
I can't believe I got ambushed.
Dude, I was there for this.
Just walking from the city to Castle Britannia by a cadre of effing giants. This team is not ready for this. This team was just trying to go back to the castle, lick their wounds. I was just going to save and wrap the session.
So who do we have in the party? We've got Robin Hood from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. We've got Kuros from Wizards of Warriors. Grant Collier, the Punchman, more known as Punchman. Punchman's in there from Mission Impossible, and then Rouse, the son in Legacy of the Wizard. Robin's a ranger, Kuros is a paladin, Grant's a thief, Rouse is a fighter. And you'll notice I've had to put the thief, the orange guy there, in between the fighter and the paladin, because the paladin's really hurt. Grant is basically there in a position just so that the other monsters might hit him and leave Kuros alone. But I can't pull Kuros away. He needs to fight.
You think Lord Purdish would have better guards? Right. Okay, take care, Corvette.
Hi,
Why do
Corvette.
you call her Lubu?
Let me
What's
ask
that
you that.
Bye, Elbow.
There is no running. I found that out. I wonder if there's a spell.
Yeah, and again, we get ambushed by these high-level characters. There's no way out. There's no run.
This game was rough. It really is, but it's very compelling at the same time. I keep playing it. I've been playing it all week.
It's
At least,
crazy to
when I
me.
got time to work.
It's crazy to me you can't run. You could in Quest of the Avatar.
I keep them there.
So we got 4 giants to deal with still. Everybody's pretty hurt. Kuros has like 84 hit points. That means he could take maybe 3 hits. Rouse is missing. You'll notice that I'm really trying to decide where to move these guys. I'm not just ramming away on the combat button. But you don't see that in a lot of RPGs. Normally, you're just pressing the X button and letting the experience you grinded out do the work. I've actually turned the tide here, so there's 3 giants left. Still get the full party, but look at how long it's taken me just to decide where do these guys step. Because if any of them die, it's extremely expensive to bring them back. And there's a very good chance that you can't bring them back. That they're dead forever. At least as far as my knowledge of the Ultimate World goes.
$40. Finally, Robin.
Still missing. Constantly missing in this game, too. Look at this. That was like 3 misses in a row, I think. Kuros is at 38 hit points.
Yes!
Kuros at 17 hit points. Now watch what I have to do with Kuros. He's my fighter. He's up against that Titan. He's the guy in the red.
Kuros, you need to kill him here.
Alright, so I try and finish him off, but it doesn't happen. The giant misses him. And so now I'm backing Kuros off. In an effort that I'm hoping
God, guys.
I'm hoping that Robin will be able to finish him off. Robin's got a bow.
He's got Kuros on the run.
Unbelievable.
Come on, Rouse. Killing blow.
Rouse with 33 hit points.
Yes.
Last one. What are we going to do here? Probably back out Grant. No. I'm trying to decide if I want him to go in, because one hit, Kuros might be dead. No, backing him up. Kuros is running.
He's going for Grant.
Right. He's going to use the thief as a decoy there. So Grant and Robin have enough hit points. They're going to finish him off.
Yes!
There you go.
This is dangerous. Actually, it's not. No, we have Kuros. Oh, of course I forgot to use the spell.
Alright, so there you go. That's Ultima, man. I mean, that game does not pull punches. Does not pull punches. So there you go. Any final thoughts on Ultima?
I'm ready still. The Dirty Dozen's almost over, and I'm ready to play it.
I know, right? I'm right there with you. Let's see. We've got some stuff in the chat here. What do we have here? It's a long story, my friend. You're just gonna have to sit back and get it. Pick it up as you go. Dirty Dozen special, the final week recap. Thank you, Nemo. That is what it is. Gaming Galleon and Popo and Duck have been playing the same. Okay, have been playing the same 12 NES games exclusively all month. We're here having a look at the top moments. Riveting. Thank you. I'm glad you're appreciating it. Antelope says, "Okay, Raz. The world will end and implode, and unless you allow a genie to magically banish Popo physically into one of the Dirty Dozen games for 24 hours, he will be living the game in a video game world. Which do you banish him into?" Well, Antelope, what we're going to do here is we're going to copy that question, and we're going to go over to gaminggalleon@gmail.com, and we're going to drop it in to the Gaming Galleon mailbag, and we're going to answer that on the 28th, the final day of the Dirty Dozen. A week from today, we will answer that live on the pirate ship. We'll be celebrating the closure of the Dirty Dozen with the retirement of the Dirty Dozen with one final voyage next Thursday at 6 p.m. So I'm going to make a little mailbag mail here for you and send it in there, and we'll answer that next week. How's that sound to you? He'll be like,
The modulator making it to the Galleon.
He's like, what in God's name are you talking about?
He knows. That's for him.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, what am I saying? We know what you're saying.
Oh.
I get your thing. Hey, can I copy this? Here we go. Do it that way. Sorry, let me get this done. I do that now so I don't forget it. Okay, there it is. It's good. We got it. We haven't lost it. That's a great question. Yeah, we'll be answering that question in a week. RPG humor.
Pretty great.
I love that. Hoosier,
Yeah, you got me with that one.
Hoosier with the RPG humor. Hoosier, he broadens our horizons. He brings something to the table that's very far removed from what most of us around here are used to hearing. So I love that. The entire clip has been him trying to get the game unfrozen. What? Raz, this has been one of your most impressive non-voyage streams. Proud of you, man. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're coming to the end here. But, this was all for you guys. Just to celebrate what we've been doing here the past 3 weeks. I think we've had a lot of fun. Nice question for the mailbag. That's right. Yeah, and no one would know better than J Nerd because he definitely has the high score when it comes to mail questions answered on the Gaming Alien.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Far and away. God bless him for it. All right. So let's get back to the scoreboard here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Why do I keep going back to that? Okay. The final one is Wizards and Warriors. Wow, what a great game. What a great game. Really needed to be. The great thing about Wizards and Warriors is it's the one game that if you I guess track and field too to a certain extent too, but if not putting aside sports games, this was the one that everyone knew about. It was this was the house of all the games here. That's kind of the household name when it came to old Nintendo games. Wizards and Warriors, you'd pair that up with. I would pair it up with games like Contra and Double Dragon and Castlevania, and not Mario, but just like the third-party games that everybody had. Somebody had not particularly Wizards and Warriors, but at least Iron Sword. Everybody at least knew about this series, mainly because I think of its exposure in Nintendo Power. And not to mention it's a great game. Do you have any thoughts on this one? This is your baby. You played it all the way through at least twice over the past month.
Yep. I would say that I'm glad we're not counting continues on the Dirty Dozen, but it's one of those games that it's confusing, but rewarding, and luckily it's one that if you spend a long enough time with it, you're gonna beat it.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's any shame in using lots of continues of it. In my opinion, that's what makes it a good game, because in the sequels, you're given 3 continues. Does that sound like fun to you, Popo?
No.
Right.
Would never have beaten it.
Right. I mean, wouldn't even gotten close. And trust me, I played Iron Sword. You really don't have a lot of fun because the way the monsters, it's not like Castlevania where, if you get hit, a lot of it's on you. In Wizards and Warriors, these monsters come on from out of nowhere. You have a very difficult.
That's true.
They really do. They have very random attack patterns. They come in packs. They come from under you, beneath you, and you don't really have a lot of free range in how you attack. So it's very unfair to not give the player at least unlimited continues. And on top of it, they give you unlimited continues, and you start where you died. Just like an arcade game, which was kind of unheard of in Nintendo games. To give you that level of freedom. But I think it's really what makes the game. Otherwise, the game would be just a drudgery. It'd be really tough. And who wants to have, there's challenge and then there's just unfair. And I think Iron Sword is like unfair. Wizards and Warriors, is like the perfect sleepover game.
It's true. That's a good way to put it.
Do you have a clip for this?
I do actually.
All right, great. Let me track it down here.
It's a little spoilerage. It's me actually finishing the game.
Okay, great. Okay. That's from a dirty dozen standpoint, I got to tell you, this is a real. Popo was smart to attack this one first. Popo was really smart to attack this one early, and he did. And it's kind of saved me from even attempting it. And the reason for that is you die so many times in this game, your score is reset so many times, that the only way you're going to have a shot at getting the high score in the Dirty Dozen for this game is to beat Malkill and beat him well, who is the wizard in the end of the game. So you got to blow through the whole game, and it doesn't matter how well you blow through the whole game. As far as the scoring is concerned with Wizards and Warriors and the Dirty Dozen, it all comes down to how effectively can you kill Malkill. How much life can you keep left? I don't know if time's a factor. You know much more about how the scoring works with all that, but it really comes down to, at the end of the day, how effectively did you kill him? And he's not easy to kill, right?
Well, unless you cheese it.
There's nothing wrong with
the
that.
clip.
Okay, let's take a look. But again, this cheesing came from many hours of learning how the game works, and then I'm sure many attempts at learning how to kill him. Final week number 4. Oh, you did have a track and field one. You had the gun game. You do have a track and field. All right. Here's Popo. Mr. Poplude. Now let me get my ugly mug out of there. Alright, there we go. Alright, you ready, Poplude?
Yeah, have at it, man.
Alright, let's do this. Any more setup? This is just you versus Malkill. Is this you getting the high score?
Yeah, this is actually me getting this high score.
Now notice, before we start here, notice where his score is now. 8,400.
Yeah, for sure.
And I believe the high score is like 270, 200. Just watch how much he gets just from this fight.
All the time.
Love the look of this game. Love the sound. Malkill looks awesome.
We beat this guy. I beat this guy legitimately the last time. I figured this out, and then, well, actually, I couldn't even beat him legitimately the last time. I had to cheese it out last time, too.
And
I don't mind a little cheese.
And I
took us 2 hours to the cheese monsters. They're fucking me up.
I sat in the exact same place as you to beat him. Exact same place. That curve in the earth is so important, and that little platform is so important to stop his teleporting.
No.
Oh no! But you still get
the cheese monsters.
Oh, he's back to
full?
full?
Yeah, dude, total bad.
Oh,
I forgot the cheese monsters were even there, bros. You never expect the cheese monsters at the end of a boss. It's the final boss.
Oh,
but I guess I should have expected he would have been made of the most cheese.
My score improved. That's a cheese right there. That's total cheese.
That fucking sucks.
Oh, your score did improve. Oh, man. That's like finding out there's gold in the West Coast. There's going to be a mad dash now.
Why'd you wake up at 8?
Yeah, look at this. Just total cheese.
Wouldn't be a stream if I didn't get a phone call.
Yeah, they're going to do that. And then they're going to give you a whole bunch of energy. Then they're going to make you eat a bunch. Because you've been a long time without in a situation to where you could really actually just eat.
What are you talking about?
You're going to gain some weight.
I think people were
you're going to get comfortable being on those meds, and the weight will come off.
About what?
And then your life should stabilize.
I think we were talking about carbohydrates and ADD
carbs.
medicine.
Okay.
You know, I've only been on and off meds, I don't know, for the past 35 years.
It gets real deep. It gets real deep all the time. You never know where it's going to go.
We keep it deep. 117,000. So where the treasure, I guess. Okay, see, now you had gems.
What's up,
You had
cheese
to pick
monsters?
those up along the way. Do you lose the gems when you continue?
Yeah.
Oh, so
You lose your score.
so you did. So you killed him right out of the box. So that's good. Another 100,000.
Yeah, that was a fresh continue, dude.
Yeah. Wow. No, I'm saying. How do I get out of this? When do you get Do the gems stick with you if you continue?
No,
So you
but
beat that
nothing
whole
sticks
level.
with you but your weapons.
So you beat that whole level, and then beat Malkill. Like you beat that whole level without losing any lives, because you
Yeah,
had 2
but
lives.
I figured out the weapon. If you use that one weapon, the force staff, and smack him a whole bunch, you can really cheese him out. But the first time I beat him, he took me forever.
Well, I mean that may very well be, but what's impressive is that you got through the last level. Oh, yeah, you got through the last level, amassed all those gems, kept them, and was able to kill him all in one game. That's impressive. Like you didn't need another continue to like warm up with him. You know, you were able to deal with all the monsters, not die, to get all the way to him. And I don't know how hard of a trail that is, but you had
Appreciate that.
You had like 60 gems, so it must have been
Pro strummer.
Yeah, definitely. So that's an intimidating score. That's an intimidating, I have no problem beating Wizards and Warriors. I'm not intimidated by beating Wizards and Warriors at all. It's spending the time to take that journey only to not get 294,000. It's like I feel like if we're talking strategically, from a victory standpoint, my time's better spent than trying to get that score in Wizards and Warriors. So I think I may have to let that one fall to the wayside for the month. So
sometimes you just gotta let them go.
Sometimes you just gotta let them go. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's check one more time with the chat. Let's say hello one more time in the chat, and then we'll get into our basically wrap up here.
There were some real friendly people wanting attention, but Nemo and Zadrian took care of them.
Okay, great. I appreciate that, guys. We like to be interactive generally, but you know me, I also like to try and give you guys a good show, and sometimes that means I can't just stop constantly to say hello. So So it looks like Platinum showed up in here. Nice to see you, Plat. Things are good. I hope things are good on your end. Captain Neil, all the deals IRL. Epic Booty dropping the 28th. That's true. We will have a voyage next Thursday, a week from today. It will be marking the final day of the Dirty Dozen. It will be one of the games featured in the Dirty Dozen. And as for the booty, I cannot oversell what you're going to see in the treasure chest next week enough. If you want to see an amazing deal, the kind of deal that's going to make you, pull your hair out, please join us live next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, on the Gaming Galleon. Retail Raz coming at you. Raz would never play retail. Depends on the game. Generally, no, though. You're right. Red Dead Redemption. Didn't I? I think I may have traded some stuff in for that. Hopefully, The Last of Us 2. I don't know. We'll see. After the amount of people giving me flack for how I played RDR, or the amount of people more than willing to spoil RDR for me, I'm not sure I want to play The Last of Us until maybe 2 months after it's out, where every streamer on Earth has played it for the weekend, consumed it, and then forgotten about it. That may be how I have to approach it. I feel like I missed out. Cannot wait to see the gameplay. Well, you can, I would encourage you if you've been keeping up. You'll probably get a kick out of this plan. I mean, watch the rebroadcast. It's a special. Um, you know, you might put it on while you're taking care of the kids. Might get a kick out of it. Cheese through and through. Golden Corral. I'm telling you, that's what I thought. The name is a parody itself. Come on, can't we go there, Cody? Come on, Biz. Let's go get some. I finally watched the Galleon episode about little apes and her balloons. Sadly, the mailbag segment got cut out of that. I didn't notice it in time to fix it. So unfortunately, that show got cut a little short. But, oh well, what are you going to do? Was the Hotline Miami voyage the only one where you got the N64? Was the one where you got the N64 in games for $14.99? That deal with Epic. Yes, that was Hotline Miami. And if you thought that was good, I'd encourage you. You may have seen it. I'm not sure. But if you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to watch. If you liked Hotline Miami and what was in there, I'd encourage you to check out our last voyage. That was Sherwood Forest. It's the Gaming Galleon, Sherwood Forest. You can see it on YouTube or here, but maybe easier for you to find on YouTube.
Alrighty, Raz, I'm going to step in here for a second. And then I'll let you do your sign-offs.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of here so you can do your sign-offs and just be you.
Sure.
I just want to say thanks for doing the Dirty Dozen. Thanks for sending it to me first off, but we already been through that. But this was a hell of an idea, man. I've had a blast with this. I'm ready to finish this week out and get back to the real world, I guess.
Right. Good. I'm glad.
But
go ahead.
Not only thanks to you, but thanks to chat for sticking around when two guys decided to play 12 Nintendo games for 28 days in a row.
It wouldn't have been nearly as exciting without them. That's for sure.
Exactly. Alrighty, bud. Love you, and I love y'all. Y'all take care.
Okay, pal. Take care of yourself.
See you, bud.
Popo and Duck, everybody. Popo and Duck. One hell of a streamer. One hell of a friend. Please give him your support. Follow his channel. From there, it'll be easy because he'll keep the follow. Real funny guy. The PS1 deal was the best for me. Still want to hit you for that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's probably my favorite one too. Yeah, definitely. Hard to pass it. Who says I'm gay? I say you're gay. All right, so we're done. That's the Dirty Dozen. We've got 7 more days with it. We'll see who ends up toppling the scoreboard. I think you guys have pretty much gotten though that it's really not about the score at this point. It's about the adventure we've gone through all together, and who knows.